On 1st and 10, Newton. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Anthony Zettel popping in for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Get the flag. 54. Right, 54. Let's go, D.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first
Right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He may be playing free safety while wrapped up in a corner's body, but Earl Thomas is the best center fielder in the game. He cleans up everything back there as far as I'm concerned. I think he just has intelligence, understands things, and boy, is he tough.
From just shy of midfield, Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. The first down carry here for Johnson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The tackle made by Bruce Irvin. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Jackson, option right, pitches it to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13, it's a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Flush to his right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. A really nice gain of 25 yards. We're scoreless after one. Back in Arizona's second quarter action, it's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Johnson, he'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles Clay is tied in the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll run it with Johnson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to weigh to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Jackson on first down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Back. Whip. Whoa. Check 50. Check.
Jackson from the shotgun. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson being chased out left. Got some real estate inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
53's the mic. 53's the mic.
Here's Jackson throwing again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. McCaffrey trying to escape, but he cannot. They get him in the end zone, and that's a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. 2 And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Brings up third down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson, option right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Jackson now off the bootleg. Flushed out right. That is caught inside the 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Johnson. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
No. Kill.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Johnson odds poke free. Football's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Next to score, Panthers 14, Cardinals 9.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Jackson, option right. And an alley to run. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. It's complete, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, come on. Mike, you ain't going nowhere.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
14 yards.
Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson operating from the gun. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Just like that. Switch gears.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
What we got?
To throw is Jackson. To throw again. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
55, come on, guys, 55. Hey, watch the leg. Mike, on it. 55. Hey, eat. Here we are.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Trying to improvise. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. K1 short. Able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now Newton over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could. And got his man complete. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now Johnson, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They go to Johnson again. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Giorgio Tavecchio on for the field goal. A 40.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He's back to throw. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Newton to throw. His throw incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Gun. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 58, right over there.
Newton. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. A gain of 13. It's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Gun.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Here we go. Right to the 3.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They still need 1 completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Now Newton. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, that would have been something if he could have saved him from that long distance there in the closing seconds, but it was just not meant to be.
They need a little more time and a little more yardage to give him a realistic shot. And that kick's a good metaphor for this game, isn't it? They're going to wind up a little short in the end.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be 1 kneel and then handshakes. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. So